I don't love you.
Welcome to the Wally Show Precast. As Becca tells Zach she does not love him. I don't know if that got picked up or not, but it's true. It's the conversations we have off the air, which this is why we do the Precast. And sometimes some other stuff sneaks in there. You can also see it right now as we Facebook Live this as well.
Or later on YouTube.
Yay!
Yes. I just like to give Zach a hard time because he's so into the live stuff. And I don't mind it, but I feel like it's become this thing where we have to give him grief over it.
I will say that one of you gives him more grief than the others.
Me.
Betty's in there a little bit too, but definitely more Becca. The other day, Zach and I, we went out to dinner. And we were talking about the show, and so we were having like a kind
Wait, you said you won't tell her this.
Well, I have to. So we go to dinner, and we're talking about the show, and it was crazy because Zach, and I've never seen Zach cry ever, and he just started tearing up. And I'm like, dude, are you okay? And he's like, I'm not okay. I'm like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, are your nachos too spicy? No, that's not it at all. What's wrong with you? Becca's mean to me.
Zach
and I'm
doesn't cry.
I'm like, oh my gosh, Zach. And I hugged him, and I'm like, I know, I will talk to her because she
Which is
brutal.
less likely, me crying or Wally hugging me?
Man, hugging for sure, because he barely
spoils
hugs
it.
me. There's one day I literally looked at him and asked for a hug, and he still was like, nah, I don't know.
You're weird to hug. I don't know why.
This is why I need hugs.
Well, I know. It happened the other day. She came in the other morning, and I'm like, I made the mistake of saying, how's Joey? And because, like, in the morning, like, we get in and we start prepping for the show, and each of us has a lot of work to do, and we're trying to get it knocked out. And I could tell she wasn't okay, so I'm like, okay, I need to ask. But then she just starts crying, and that's okay. Like, she's like, I'm not okay. I just need to cry a little bit. I'm like, good, that's fine. But I'm sitting across from her. I'm like, okay, I have to hug her now. I think that's protocol, right?
Yes.
So I walk over. She's sitting down. I'm standing up. I'm still just barely taller than her, and and I like hug her, and I'm like, there, Becca, there, and because then Becca just sits really straight and doesn't like lean in like Betty will lean in there and be like, Betty kind of folds in like, okay, I just need that hug. Becca just sits there like rigid, and you're like, there, Becca. And so I'm like, are we good? Are we done now? Can we tap this out and then I can just walk back over here?
But I love hugs.
Do you?
I do. That's
I don't know.
Like physical touch
Just
is
not
my
from
love
him?
language. No, I
Yes.
do. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I'm not fun to hug.
Well, no, and then too, and two, the other thing is too, like, you have a husband, and so like I would hate for him to think that's weird
so
or whatever.
I?
You're my special person.
No, are
You're-
you saying like since I'm single, then that means I just accept hugs from anyone? 'Cause
No,
that's not true.
no, but it's less weird for me. I from my position, it's less weird for me to hug you than it is for me to hug another man's wife, kind of thing. Does that make
Well,
sense?
it's a side
No.
hug. It's not like.
Well, I know it's
not.
not.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing to it, obviously. But like it's just that thing, where you're
I
like,
get it.
Yeah, okay.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, it's not weird for me because I love you guys. Like, we're like a family. But and dysfunctional as all get out. But I would be like, oh, I would wonder if Joey would think that was weird or whatever.
No,
Okay,
not at all.
Okay, I don't know. And it is weird that
He
you
has
call
no
me.
reason to be jealous.
Yeah, thank you, Rock. Thanks for putting a fine point on that. It is weird that Becca calls me Joey all the time.
Okay.
It is really
So
strange.
we talked about this on the other show. That science shows that when you group people in, like, if you love all
You
the
mess up
people
their
that you love, you
names.
mess up their names, and especially if they're similar with Wally and Joey.
Right.
Like
And like Becca and Betty, that's tough.
no, you don't have any excuse. No, but it's really awkward though when I come in and I'm like, oh yeah, Wally is. I mean, and then I go home and I'm telling Joey about it, like, oh, and Joey always goes, I'm Joey, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, I know you're Joey. You know what I mean, though.
That is fantastic.
I've thrown Zach's name in just a couple times, but definitely the Wally Joey thing is
Just
way
for the
worse.
record, I've never once called my wife Wally.
Oh, good. Yes, exactly. Let's get to a couple birthdays here. Hey, Wally and crew. My son Noah is seriously addicted. Oh, man. To your podcast. Booyah. Hey, just made that better. Actually think he might have a problem. He turns 11. Can you give him a shout out on the podcast? So, yes, Noah, happy birthday to you, good sir.
birthday!
Thank you for listening. Noah's question is, he loves to hear stories about how I got in trouble when I climbed on top of the gym and snuck off campus. You were a great mom. Oh, no, it's Daniel and not Danielle. Ooh, is it mom or dad? I don't know. Yes, Daniel. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Daniel. And
We'll
so,
edit that in post.
Yeah, thanks. No one will.
Nah.
Don't care enough. And so, what was something you did as a student where you got in trouble? How'd you get in trouble in school? Zach, did you ever get in trouble in school?
Yeah, did I tell this story recently?
About sneaking off and wishing for
Yeah.
a side door?
Yes.
I remember that story. Did you ever
Yeah.
get in trouble any other time besides
The
that?
only other like punishment okay, 2 other ones. First grade, I got kicked out.
First grade.
Yeah, it was like the second week of school, and I didn't go to kindergarten, so this school thing is a brand new thing to me. I got kicked out in the hallway for whistling. I still don't know why.
And you're just like this happy kid and
Yeah,
then start squelching you?
Yeah, I think she told me to stop, and I stopped, but then she heard someone else whistle, and she thought it was me, and she thought I was a troublemaker because I'm new around here, and
Yeah.
so yeah, she knew later that was ridiculous.
I shot my teacher with a rubber band in second grade and got in trouble.
That'll do it.
Yeah, well, I did it more than once.
Well, similarly, in 8th grade, a friend during study hall flicked a staple at me, like
Oh,
across the
yeah.
table, and so I just flicked it right back, and he went up and told on me,
Oh,
and I got a detention.
that kid deserves a beat down.
Yeah, and so like in detention, all the teachers are walking by the room and like doing a double take and coming back and like, Zach,
Yeah,
what are you doing in there?
here?
I'm like, I don't know. I thought it was a thing of having fun, and yeah.
What about you, Betty Rock? Did you ever get in trouble in the trailer?
My school is not in a trailer.
It's a
I'm
double wide,
misunderstanding.
technically.
Yes, in PE, we were playing soccer. I hated it, and I wasn't pulling my weight at all. But when we made a goal, when someone informed me that we had, I would sing "We Are the Champions" by Queen. And my PE coach told me, Betty Lou, we do not sing that kind of satanic music
What?
here. So I got in trouble.
No way. That's
For
fantastic.
singing "We Are the Champions."
Well, it is kind of satanic music. He was right.
What? No.
Queen? Oh, yes.
I did get in a lot of trouble, actually. Not like because I was a troublemaker kid, but I talked a lot. Like I was always flirting with boys in study hall. And my mom was a teacher, and so they'd always like to I don't think I would have gotten in trouble if I were any other kid, but as soon as I did something, they'd go tell my mom.
Oh, really?
Like Becca, blah, blah, blah. But I think probably the worst trouble I got in was when I broke the school mirror. Have I told this story?
No, I don't remember that.
So we did superlatives in the yearbook, and I was named worst driver. And
Appropriate.
no.
The other day, did you tell this story the other day, or was it just off the air? She's like, "Oh, I hit a car yesterday." Just
Yeah, in passing.
She's like, "Oh yeah, I
it's
hit a car."
A non-event.
I hit a car.
Yeah,
But, like,
doesn't
police
everyone do
calls?
that?
No,
Oh.
no, they
Oh, you
they
left
didn't even
without
stop.
telling?
No, they didn't even stop. They were in
Oh.
front of me in traffic, and they didn't even stop. They just kept driving. So I'm like, all right, they
How'd you
don't
hit
care
them?
about their bumper.
Were you looking at
I
your
was
phone?
turning right. No, I was looking left to turn right, and I swear they snuck up beside me. They came from nowhere. I swear it was not my fault somehow.
Even today, Becca was like, "Did you drive your van into work today?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Okay, good," because I flew past that kind of car, and I knew I was going to hear about it.
Well, because I was telling him, like, man, everyone was driving fast, and I do this thing where anytime someone passes me on the road, I up my cruise control. So this morning I ended up going
Oh,
like
you're that
90.
person
Yeah,
that
'cause
when
I'm
you
like,
get
well,
past, you speed up
if
and
they're-
hose them.
No, not to hose them, but I'm
Oh.
like, wow, if they flew past me, I can definitely go faster.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was named worst driver, and I was not happy about it because there was only 2 girls with their licenses in the whole school. Actually, I was the only girl with my license, so it didn't even make sense. Anyway, and so
I mean, it does make sense.
no, it doesn't make sense. I'm a great driver. So I went down to the locker room and I was so frustrated that I took my hairbrush and I threw it at the mirror, and the mirror broke. And of course,
You
everyone
were
heard
so
it.
dramatic.
I know, isn't that
Yes.
terrible? It's like my moment of rage. And so I got in trouble, but they were surprisingly chill about it because they knew I wasn't that kind of kid. And they just kind of had a talking to with me. Also, I lied and I told them that I just banged my head in the mirror out of frustration.
Make your head in the mirror. A good call.
Oh, wow.
That makes
It
sense.
seemed less angry.
She does have a giant forehead, so.
It seemed less angry.
We need to turn
Yeah.
that into a music video somehow.
I
That's
like
the-
that.
By the way, Brooke on Facebook Live said she got in trouble because she switched places with her twin.
Oh, that's great.
That's really funny.
We would all do that, right? If we had
Yes.
twins.
Oh,
Sure.
yes, 100%.
For sure.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. This one I'm going to hold off on Susan's birthday because hers is on Saturday, March 1st, 4th. Well, maybe you have. Okay, I'll wish her, but we
March
might have to
4th.
come back to this. Sorry, March 4th. Happy birthday to you, Susan, and we appreciate you listening and being a potty. She says at the end of the Big Daddy Weave song, "Overwhelmed," what in the world is that kids choir singing? And I wanted to pull a clip of that because I don't know actually. Come to
Oh.
think of it,
They say, "Kula bula boo, kula bula ba,
there you go.
kula bula ba." That's what I
And now
say.
you know.
Oh, yeah, because they're like, "Kula kai, da, 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 kula, ah, ooh, da."
Yeah.
Kind of like kula kula boo,
Hey,
Yes, that's what it is. It's the start of The Lion King.
So
So what you don't know is that the band was actually watching movies with their kids that day.
Yes.
The Lion King started in the background. Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, I'm not sure. We could actually ask Mike Weaver next time he's in and see if he has any idea, because I don't think any of us know.
Nah, our
at all.
speculation's more fun.
Maybe I'll look into it a little bit. But happy birthday in any event, Susan. And final birthday here. This is Wesley turning 8. Happy birthday, Mr. Wesley.
birthday.
He's anxiously waiting his birthday shout out. So there you go. Wait no more. And I hope you have a great 8th birthday, Wesley. That's a fun one. His question is, if you could build anything out of Legos, what would it be? His answer is a mansion that he could live in out of Legos. That'd be great because you could always add on to it. But do you realize as expensive as Legos are, his Lego mansion, if it was like a 2,000 square foot home, would probably cost as much as Bill Gates' house. Legos are stupid expensive.
They are.
They are.
Ridiculously so, and for no reason. It's plastic cubes, squares, chunks. Like, why is it so much money?
Intellectual copyrights.
Probably so.
They're probably licensing.
Yeah. He's a pretty big fan of Legos, but then again, who isn't? So what would you build out of Legos if you could build anything out of Legos? Betty Rock. A
What?
cat?
No.
A man?
That's just stupid. No, and that's
Okay.
embarrassing.
Sorry. No, that's embarrassing. What would you build? I
I
would
don't know. I get rid of all the Legos because they're just stupid
No.
plastic.
You could
stuff.
build
Take that
another
back.
car, another Jubal car.
I don't need it.
I would build my appliances because then when I go to sell my house, they'll be like, "Oh, do you have stainless steel as an upgrade?" I'm like, "No, I got Legos."
That's right, because it would be a
Mhm.
selling point.
It would be a selling point. I keep blocking. I'm trying not to block Betty's face. Someone mentioned it.
Oh, someone mentioned that you're blocking Betty's
That the
face.
mic is.
Oh, that's mean.
No,
I'm
not
like-
me. That would
like,
be
Zero
really
problems
mean.
with blocking my face.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's an
Well,
upgrade.
yeah, obviously.
I would build a fort with like a bunch
Yeah.
of secret passages and like hidden compartments.
I would build
That's
a rocket
stupid.
ship.
And that's even stupid.
A rocket ship is stupid?
Yes.
Astronauts are stupid?
No, you're
You can tell me that
stupid.
from space.
You're a girl. I built a flower. Whatever.
You're probably from Jupiter.
Yeah,
We got
'cause-
more stupider.
You done?
yeah. Boys go to college to get more knowledge. Girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider. I guess
It's
it wasn't done.
Friday.
Yeah. All right. Fantastic.
All right, moving on.
Someone emailed me a question for you, Wally.
Oh no. Okay.
They want to know what you believe is the perfect temperature for Coke.
Oh, for Coke? Okay, now it has to be in a glass bottle. I have some certain criteria, and I'm going to say 34 degrees, just a smidge above freezing.
Here's why this is funny. This question comes from Rob, the show historian,
Oh, yeah.
because we recently answered a question for his sister. He documents on August 23rd, 2012, you said the perfect temperature is 33 degrees.
Mm.
Oh.
On August 23rd, 2013, you said 38 degrees.
Right.
And then later, June 5th, 2015, you said 35 degrees or between 33 and 38. So that you gave yet another answer.
What Rob doesn't understand is that I'm calculating for wind chill in some of those. Yes, because some of the Coke machines actually have a fan in them that can, if you don't have the fan in there, then 38 degrees is fine. If you do have the fan, then 32 is better. So there
Question
you go.
for you. So
Yes.
a Coke machine in Alaska,
Yes.
if it's 10 degrees outside, do they actually have a heater inside of the Coke
They do,
machine so
actually.
they don't explode?
Yeah, because it would be too hot. Yeah.
Do
but-
they?
Yeah. It's
Do you know that or are
fascinating.
you making that up?
I'm totally making that up.
Okay. Or is like the light bulbs in it enough to keep it warm?
Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, like in Alaska, man, things freeze like crazy. And so yeah, I wonder about that. In I have heard in
What is the freezing temperature, by the way?
32 degrees Fahrenheit.
People doubted that you could get that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
seriously?
Just had
Really?
to know.
What
Yeah.
is it, Celsius?
Dumb. Remember, I went
And
to
it's different when
college
it's
to get
under
more
pressure. Anyway.
knowledge. Oh, well, that's showing off.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, That's a
I
bit
I think
pretentious.
that's true, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I believe
Only you
in
would say that.
Arizona, they actually cool their
Oh
pools
my
down.
gosh, no one cares.
No, I'm serious.
Well, I don't care if you're serious. Oh my word. Telling me to get
Oh.
out?
Go.
He's
You have a
showing her
bad
the
attitude.
door.
You have a bad attitude today. You have a bad
I'm the one
attitude.
with the
Yes.
bad
Yes,
attitude?
there's the door right
No,
there.
No, now
All
we're
right,
even.
then
From
let's
your
change your
bad
attitude. Let's flip
this
it around.
morning. Why didn't you flip yours around?
I
this
did.
morning?
I did. I raised a lot of money today.
Are we interrupting their prayer session out there?
Sorry.
I can't.
They're
be
praying
sure.
for pledge drive and we're in here messing
We
around.
always skip the prayer meeting. It's bad.
Well, because we got to do this stuff
I
too.
know,
Because our
I
potties
totally-
love us.
Well,
Trust
they
me.
said everyone was out today because of a Toby concert tonight.
Oh, really? Oh, well, that's nice.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not going to be at that show. I know I'm not. I can't. I wish
Toby
I was.
forbid you?
More food for
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Toby won't let me hit his shows anymore. All right, let's get to some of the newsy stuff and the least of thesey stuff. Let's start with news.
All right, so this is one of those cool stories that you see pop up now and then, but I really like it. There's a 19-year-old UPS worker who's been walking 10 miles a day to get to and from work.
Wow.
For the last year and a half, so not a short time. But last week, his coworkers pooled their money together and bought him a Jeep so he could get to work
Nice.
earlier. Yeah,
That's
or easier.
awesome.
Yeah, and that's one of those cool things too, because you see all the time like people setting up GoFundMe.
Go fund me.
GoFundMe.
No, go fund me.
Go-
Nailed it.
Yeah,
The
go
site,
fund me.
the website, which I love. Like I love living in the era of GoFundMe. Ha!
Yeah, I nailed it.
Because I think that's like a cool way to help people out. But I especially love that they just decided like, hey, like just us, we can pool our money together. I know they're not making a ton, but we can get him something that he can drive to work.
Yeah, I love that. And you know, you wonder like what people's lives are like. You don't always know the story. It's like, okay, why are you doing that? Why do you have to do that? But the fact way or 10 miles total for the day just to get to work, that's impressive. That takes a few hours just to do that on top of your work day.
And the reason that he, hasn't bought a car is because all of his money right now is going to help his mom who has some health issues.
Oh wow.
So like, there's more layers to this of like, okay, maybe he was saving up for a car. No, he was actually like putting all of his income toward her
That's
stuff.
cool.
So I love that his coworkers did that for him.
That's awesome.
And then this next story is one after my own heart. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but Taco Bell, they have one in Las Vegas.
Vegas. They have a GoFundMe for Taco Bell.
A GoFundMe. It has in Las Vegas. It has a wedding chapel inside of it, and they're running a promotion where you could win an like all-inclusive free dream wedding inside the Taco
That's
Bell.
what you would do.
Oh, I'd love it so
Yeah.
much. But my
Can
husband,
you actually use the words dream wedding in a Taco Bell?
I would love it. But my husband, his only flaw, the poor man, is that he doesn't love Taco Bell. It almost was
Wow.
a deal breaker, but
Wow.
we persisted. Had some
Yeah,
counseling.
how do you not love Taco Bell?
I
It's
know.
so simple.
But some people are going above and beyond to try to win this contest. There's a woman who just made herself a dress out of Taco Bell wrappers.
Nice.
And it's pretty incredible. I'm going to show this to Facebook Live so you can go online to kind of
Okay.
check this out. Zach, tell me if my positioning's right.
That's a lot of
Getting there.
wrappers there. Holy cow.
Whoop.
Yeah, so she fashioned it out of the things that they wrap chalupas in,
Yeah.
and that became her wedding dress. That's creative. Like I could see her winning that. Don't know why you want to win that because it's really unless they're giving you like a cash prize. Did you say they're giving you like a $10,000 cash prize or anything with it? Because other than that, that is not worth it.
Well, it's everything. So, like, I'd have to imagine that maybe you'd get some pictures outside.
Yeah,
Like,
and your
there-
catering is chalupas. That's
And
great.
if it's the dream wedding, maybe you'll get the dress. This is what would be brilliant. If you love Taco Bell, you could have a little ceremony there, but then still like have the dress and everything else already purchased by Taco
Mhm.
Bell, and then go have a whatever else you
an
want.
actual wedding.
No, but it'd be a great reception though to have tacos.
Mhm.
Ugh, I'm so hungry right now.
All right, Betty Rock, what do you got for least of these?
We're back on to the Oscars. It's been days since the whole thing happened with the debacle on who won the best picture. But now the death threats are coming in for the accountants that made the whole mistake.
How ridiculous. That cannot be real.
This is the one fun thing that accountants have, and I can say that as the daughter of an accountant. Just let them have it.
Yeah, so they messed it up. They got banned from the Oscars, I heard, from now on. And
Yeah.
so, okay, but seriously, who's giving them death threats?
I have no idea.
Over
It's
La La
it's
Land.
People online, and one lady even posted pictures of their homes.
Oh.
So
Oh,
bodyguards have now been
no.
hired to protect the accountants and their families.
Seriously, if you have that much free time on your hand, you need to go out and get a hobby, get a life, do something else. That's absolutely ridiculous.
If
That's
you'll commit a
lunacy.
felony to defend a movie, you're
Yeah, and not a really great movie either. I mean, I could get it if it
You
was like
haven't seen it.
Titanic. I don't have to see it to tell you it's not good. Yeah.
I don't have to see it to tell you the movie that got 14 Oscar nominations isn't good.
Of course, they never are. The Oscar winners are horrible.
They really are. They're
Yeah.
pretty boring most of the time.
because it's all snooty stuff, and it's like you said, movies about movies get voted for, and no, thank you.
Tom Hanks, I love him.
Oh,
I
he's
think
great.
he's just adorable. But he bought an espresso machine for the reporters at the White House, and on it was a note that just said, Keep up the good fight for truth, justice, and the American way, especially for the truth part.
Oh, so
Oh.
look at him, maybe a Democrat,
Maybe a little
still
political move.
scorned about Hillary.
No, well, this is one of those moves that you're like, okay, I see the political there because Trump has been
Definitely.
so outspoken against the press, but like, I don't feel like it's this huge
No.
statement. It's just like that's just a Tom Hanks
was-
thing to do.
No,
It was kind
that's-
of him to do.
No, that's a jab.
it's
because
a statement,
when
but I
he
don't
says
think it's a.
when he says especially the truth part, because that's the whole thing where Trump has been saying it's fake news, it's fake news. That is a 100% political move. 100%.
But he posts pictures on his Instagram all the time. Of
You just
lost
like him because he's
gloves.
cute.
I
he's
just think
this
he's great.
adorable old
It's
guy.
not
I think he's great.
cuteness. I just think he seems.
I think he seems like he's everybody's dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Becca
and
has
he's so
a
sweet.
new man crush on George Bush.
It's not a man crush.
He's cute.
I just think once again the adorable old men George W. Bush. I have this current obsession with the Bush
It's
family.
so weird.
Like I loved George and Barbara in the hospital. They stuck together even though
Yeah.
she was discharged. She
That was
stayed.
really cute.
And then George W. Bush with the poncho at the inauguration. He couldn't get it on right. And like
And he's been in a couple interviews lately where he
Oh.
just is.
He-
Yeah.
He's so funny. I watched
Yeah.
his interview on Ellen the other day, and it was so great. And then he was talking to Jimmy Kimmel last night, and Jimmy Kimmel was asking him about what he thought about the SNL impersonations of him when he was president, because Will Ferrell usually was George W. Bush.
That's
And
cat naps. There's 7 hours a day, 24 days a week. He's
George
great.
W. Bush was at a dinner with Lorne Michaels once, and they were joking over the skit that had the word strategery in it
Right.
that they had made up. And Bush responded and said, "Well, let me ask you this: did you come up with misunderestimate?" Like he jabbed back at him, like he's
Yeah.
just.
Was that a misunderestimation?
He's funny. Okay, I don't know if it's just an obsession with the Bush family. I just
might
love
be.
former presidents too. That like they're like,
You
done.
have a weird
Yeah.
obsession with presidents.
Yeah,
I
you
do.
do.
I
It's
love
odd.
presidents, but the Bush family right now, they're just cracking me up. He's cute. He's hilarious. He did a book where he painted veterans. Like he paints now.
Yeah, yeah. I
Aw.
love.
He's just
I love how when you get
adorable.
old, there's something inside you. You've never been able to do art your entire life, and you get old, and you just think, you know what? I'm gonna paint,
Well,
and I'm
he's-
gonna become a painter. And then you just start painting stuff. And if you're a former president, everyone goes, "That's amazing." If you're me, you go, "That's ridiculous."
And
you
it's funny
know?
because he even joked. He said, "You know, it's not like the arts community got me elected when I was running for
Right.
president." But he said he read like Winston Churchill's essay on it, and I guess Winston Churchill was a really good painter,
Mm.
and so he hired an instructor,
How funny.
and then like just caught on, and he does it like every day now.
If he hired anyone other than Bob Ross, then fail. We had some. Was it my daughter? No, my daughter's friend went to a Bob Ross painting party where it's like, so
Yes.
there's like 17-year-old girls and they decided to all paint paintings with a
That's
Bob
awesome.
Ross thing. And we were telling her about how you went, Betty
Yeah, I
Rock.
dressed up as Bob Ross one year for
Yeah.
Halloween, and Joy, she put a beard on me with a pencil, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
It looked so realistic. And then my dad saw the pictures, and he was like, "Yeah, never dress like a man again." It's creepy.
All right, I think that's gonna have to do it for our precast here, microcast, podcast, all of that, whatever
Whatever.
it is. It's all of that, and it's Friday. Oh yes, it's Friday. So thank you
As
very
I like
much.
to say, "Fry yay."
Oh my gosh.
Let's keep going. This is
Nope,
fun.
nope, I'm done. I'm done. I got some stuff I got to go do. Becca has to go get staples out of Joey's stomach, and we
Ew.
got to call this thing. So,
He has 22 this time.
wow, that's a lot.
22.
He's only 22.
Oh my gosh. And we're done.
Yep.
Bye.
No.
All right, that's
Nope.
gonna. No, seriously, please, that's got to be done with the podcast
I don't know
today.
what I'm saying.
As always, thank you for being a potty. And if you want to support this lunacy, you can do so at allwally.com. Actually, no, not there, at wayfm.com. That's it.
Oh, wait.
What?
No, I had a potty. I'm sorry. I had a potty. I forgot to thank. I want to thank all the potties that give. And I know, Joe, trust me, no one wants to get out of here. Oh, my goodness. I don't even have her name on her. I took a picture of the wrong thing.
Oh, I should be home by now.
She's a faithful
Boo.
potty. My day is always made
Typical
better.
Becca.
I'm
Boo.
sorry. I don't have the right
Becca
column.
deleted something else.
Never mind. The
Yikes.
end.